Girl,
Everybody
it's packed out here tonight.
Please. Follow the one line, please.
I told you.
IDs out. I need to see IDs. Thank you, ladies. Welcome to Park Ave.
Excuse me. Hello? Can you move? What? Excuse me. Oh my God. You ready to go? Girl, I've been ready.
Well, hey, girl, hey.
Buenas noches.
Yeah, I feel like we're in a studio for real.
I can't leave you alone, 'cause you got me feeling. What's up? Instagram. People in the other shit.
Hi. So anyways, welcome to Recovering Party Girls. This is how a show looks, and I figured y'all might want to see a show. So we're recording a show right now, and we're on live. So hey, y'all. And here we are. So anyway, so hey, girl, hey.
Hello. Hello.
Okay.
I'm just joking.
How's
Hi.
life going? How's everything going? How I haven't seen you in 4 or 5 days. How's everything going?
Are you annoyed?
How's everything
Are you annoyed?
going? I haven't seen you in 4 or 5 days. That's the truth.
I know you have. I'm asking you, are you annoyed by it?
By not seeing you?
Mm-hmm.
No, I never see you in 4 or 5 days. You live
That's
down
a
the
lie.
street,
And you've never seen me this much.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you live
And
down
I
the street, and I didn't see you.
180 miles away.
You live
and now
5 minutes.
And now, well,
I've seen you more. So here we
Wow.
are.
Here we are. Goodness.
So
God bless.
how's everything?
Life is life, you know. I am not gonna complain. Yeah, I'm just not gonna complain at all. God is good.
Do you have a complaint?
I don't.
Okay, you had a complaint.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
God is good. God is great. Let me thank Him for my plate.
Oh, okay.
No.
What's the cool? Do you have anything that's cool in the city?
What's cool in the city is I'm getting back. So I did a video in February of last year.
Mm-hmm.
And this is kind of like right around the time where everything kind of just started to go.
You said February last year?
February of last year.
That's when shit went real. Shit went left.
Because I was thinking like, damn, when was the last? Because we did speak about like doing different things and expanding and kind of, expanding our platform and stuff like that. So
We did.
I remember that I attempted last year.
Okay.
And when I looked at the date, because I'm thinking maybe I did it in 2019, but I was like, no, I know I didn't do it in 2019. I did it in 2020. So when I looked at the date of the video, I was like, oh yeah, we did it in February. I did it in February.
What did you do?
So basically, it was kind of like what we had talked about was me interviewing people.
Oh, okay.
For what's cool in the city, and make it visual. And I did my girl, Amy Malkin, shout out to her. She was my first guest, and we did it in her home. She's an artist, and she had some really cool art, and we talked about life as an entrepreneur, and she's a mom, and all that good stuff. But I was kind of like, damn.
Why is somebody calling in? What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
So when I looked at it, I was just, because I was kind of like, damn, like I thought it was in 2019. But when I looked at the date, I was like, no, oh, okay, great. It was just last year, because I'm not tripping, because last year was fucked up.
It was.
So I'm glad that I'm able to kind of restart that. So what's cool in the city, we're going to start off again. We are doing visuals with interviewing entrepreneurs, singers, just a different array of people. I've got some really cool guests lined up. Our first guest is actually tomorrow, which I'm really excited about. She is a singer. I listened to some of her music, and she's super dope. I know we announced that yesterday. But anyway, so I'm going to be doing some interviews and we're going to be doing some visuals with that. So I'm excited. So that's really what's cool in the city is kind of
new music.
And just picking up from where we left off last year, because last year was such a shit show, personally. So I'm hoping to expand on that, but whatever. But I'm looking forward to that. Like I said, tomorrow, tune in, guys. I know she's going to be live streaming. We're not going to be live streaming personally.
Why aren't you going to be live streaming?
Because I want it. Oh, we're going to shoot some stuff, but it's not going to be live streamed because it's already going to be a lot because I'm going to be recording.
Oh.
And it's just going to be me. So I'm not going to be live streaming and recording and trying to conduct an interview all at the same time. But anyways, check us out tomorrow. I'll have some more details. Like I said,
it's Olivia Roots, I think, is alive.
Yes, and she's an R&B singer. I listen to some of her music, and it's really good. I've been into some R&B lately, and she's actually really good. I'm excited to talk to her and hear her story and how she came about doing music. I really like to hear women's stories in music because men are trash.
Okay.
And anyways, but yeah. So that's that. So that's what's cool in the city is I'm getting back to what I had originally planned for last year, but last year got canceled. So yeah.
So here we are. So my Women Crush Wednesday, if you were on the live earlier, somebody mentioned Lori Harvey. So my Women Crush Wednesday goes to Lori Harvey. Lori Harvey is Steve Harvey's stepdaughter, the youngest of the bunch, apparently. She just turned 24. Lori has really been on the Steve Harvey talk show and been doing things since even before she graduated high school. None of y'all paid attention to her. Neither here nor there. She was engaged to I think they call it football overseas, but a soccer player, a professional soccer player. So she was in these overseas streets for a few years, and then
And this was all before 21.
Yeah, and then somebody caught her in the LA streets, and it's been the Shade Room TMZ mess ever since. So here's the thing. I'm not going to focus on Lori Harvey because she is my Woman Crush Wednesday, but it's not even about her. It's about the symbol of her. It's about young girls getting a fucking life when they deserve it. Every time I see a negative comment about Lori dating, especially from women, it reminds me how a lot of y'all don't get chose anyway, so that's why y'all don't like Lori. And when I see a negative comment from a nigga, it reminds me that niggas don't pull pretty bitches. So again, it's y'all insecurities. It's you weak niggas insecurities, and it's you bitches who are below a bad bitch insecurity. Because here's the thing. If there was a camera on me and I got to college in 2004 fall, so August 2004. If there was a camera on me from August 2004 to damn near yesterday, run it through them. Preachers, businessmen, football players, basketball players, your daddy, your uncle, your brother, your cousin, your principal, and anybody else I felt like it, okay? Early 20s is early 20s. I feel the same way about Lori Harvey, the same way I felt about Jersey Shore. You remember how Jersey Shore was so messy and people thought that shit was so provocative. But then everybody from Jersey Shore, the majority of the people just went on about their life, got married, had kids. It was an era that just happened to be taped. If my early 20s would have gotten taped, y'all would be saying everything about me because a bitch was a mess. I knew I was a mess when I was on campus and some nigga had just went to the NBA who was playing for Florida State. He seen me at the club and he was like, yo, who's that? And I was like, And they was like, oh, he just got signed to who? And I was on it. You know what I mean? So trust me.
I would have hated for my 20s to be.
Listen. It's the way.
Would have hated.
Listen.
Hated it. I would never even want it. I would pay for that shit to be taken off.
No, I would have to scrub the internet if I really, y'all already know, I fought bitches, went to jail, had a restraining order against me. It's so much shit I talk about on this podcast that if I had a camera, if my family was famous, I will always make TMZ. I will always make the Shade Room. I will be on Boss Up, Media Takeout. Nigga, I'll be on People, Page 6. I will be on everything because I was a fucking ridiculous mess. Why? Because I was in my early 20s. Nigga, I just got my DUI damn near 3-4 years ago, which lets me know I'm still being a mess and I'm in my 30s. So, with that being said, it's this idea that y'all think everybody needs to date to marry. Some people date because they want shit. Some people date because they just want to have a good time. Some people date because the nigga was funny and they want to laugh. Some niggas date because the nigga had a nice car. People can date for whatever reason they want to date. Like, the idea of y'all want to call everybody a whore or a tramp or whatever the fuck y'all want to call people is weird to me. That lets me know that you bitches never pull nobody. And also, when niggas talk about bitches, honestly, when niggas talk about men, like when niggas talk about women, especially women are out they league, it pisses me off. It still goes back to Birdman and Toni Braxton. A lot of dudes was like, if Birdman pulled Toni, I can pull Toni. You cannot pull Toni Braxton. Birdman is still CEO of Cash Money Records, taking over for the 99 and 2000. Birdman still drives Fantas. Birdman still has Bentleys. Birdman still has millions. You grocery bagging niggas cannot pull Toni Braxton. Birdman is still fucking Birdman. Like, what? 1 plus 1 still equals 2. You niggas are so ridiculous.
She say you bird.
It is the craziest shit to me. Like, y'all really look at celebrities and niggas dead ass be like, if he pulled her, no, that's not how that works.
You're still bagging groceries.
You're bagging groceries. You're still at your 9 to 5. Your salary is what Birdman gives Toni Braxton to buy her kids some Jordans. It's not the same. Like, what is wrong with you ridiculous ass people on the internet? Am I the only nigga that understands that? The camera went off.
Oh shit.
I don't get it. So that has always fully been my problem with people when y'all talk about celebrity relationships and shit. And y'all have this idea that your favorite celebrity or your favorite IG person making money. It is a reason why the pandemic fucking happened and all your favorite IG people now have OnlyFans, credit card scheming, selling pussy. Hell, we ain't seen Fashion Nova. There is a reason. These niggas ain't got no motherfucking money.
Fashion Nova. I just don't understand.
Fashion Nova ain't nothing but rainbow anyway. But that's neither here nor there, not my business. But what I am going to say, that if you're really talking shit about women who date and mind their business and fuck niggas, you are a girl who could not pull niggas and fuck niggas. Because the thing about being a whore, as y'all like to call it, everybody can't be a bad bitch whore. You know what I mean? Everybody can give pussy to anybody. But can you give pussy to top tier niggas? Everybody can give pussy to anybody. But who can you give your pussy to? Are you on the starting lineup?
Can you reach that level?
Are you? You fucking NBA players?
I mean, anybody can fuck an NBA player, but can you fuck the top tier? Not even anybody can fuck an NBA player. That's not true, sis. Once niggas get a coin, you're a cute girl. No. There's a lot of people who talk a lot of shit that won't even be in the same vicinity. That's not the fucking truth. And if a bitch is doing it, it's because she knows somebody who knows somebody who knew somebody. There is a very small scape of niggas with money who want to fuck with a 7, let alone a 6. And if he is, his bottom tier just made the team. He signed for 10 days, maybe 3. It's a lot of y'all can't pull not a goddamn thing. I've seen it.
You hung with them? You was hanging with that girl?
Seen it.
You hung with that girl. Again, I get a feeling of that your clique was still a top tier clique. So if your bottom tier bitch,
I've seen it to where it wasn't even a bottom nigga. It was a top tier nigga.
Who was she hanging with?
She was saying, I've seen it.
Who was she hanging with?
I was around.
No,
Listen.
you were around. So that makes me understand that if you were around, there were other girls who looked like you were around.
It was other girls that looked like me around. But the things that...
She was a 7? She was ugly?
I mean... She was.
Was she a stripper? Did she have a bad body? Because it's a lot of people who be fucking.
No.
So So 10 bitches around. He picked
top 5.
And he picked the 10.
He picked a 6.
No, I'm saying he picked the 10 out of the crew.
He picked the 6 out the crew.
But the crew overall, what was the overall crew's number?
It was 12.
The overall crew number was 12 out of 10.
6.
And I said that exactly. She was hanging out with you, and I get a vibe that you didn't hang out with too many non-pretty girls. Even though she might have been...
everybody, there's a clip.
It
doesn't matter. Everybody...
It does matter.
No. Listen to me. So, in a clique of pretty girls, there's always one that, she's not...
But she was in a pretty girl clique.
She was in a pretty girl clique because she knew.
Exactly.
But not to say that.
That's what I was saying.
I can only say that I bear witness to a nigga that was a top player.
I've seen that.
Picked her. And I'm not tripping.
I've seen that.
I'm just saying that I bear witness to
I've seen that. But what I was saying originally is she was hanging with your crew as well.
Yes, she was.
So it was your crew overall. And your crew was a 12 out of 10. Yes. And he just happened to pick the person. Y'all didn't think the prettiest out y'all crew? Point taken. So not too many crews get through to the function. That is just what it is. I've been to a lot of motherfucking functions. There might be a girl who ain't top tier in the crew. It's very hard to be the bad bitch in a bad bitch crew. If it's 10 girls, it's very hard to be 1 and 2. It's a lot of times you're not 1 and 2. Hell, I've been in bad bitches crew and I ain't been 1, 2, or fucking 3. It is what it is. Hell, I've been in bad bitches crew and I probably was the bottom. Like if it's 10 of them, I probably was 8 or 9. I still pulled the nigga. It is what it is. Exactly what I said. She still hung out with your crew. Ain't no bag of 6s getting nowhere. A bag of 10s with a 7 or a 5 in them getting everywhere.
I get that.
And you still, and then a lot, once you get in the door, a lot is personality. A lot is can you kick it. A lot is how your body look. A lot is what you freaking, a lot is
what you could
what can you do?
Secret.
Yeah, and that is true. A lot of niggas got kinks. A lot of niggas don't be want to fuck with a lot of people because they like freaky shit. They want to be pegged. They want their ass licked, but a lot of people ain't gonna say they do that shit. There's a group of girls who want to peg you, lick your ass, suck your balls, lick your ass again, and peg you. Niggas pay for kinks, niggas pay for silence. I've been saying that shit for a very long time. Silence and kinks, and more so kinks than silence. Okay? Let that nigga be the mayor, let that nigga be a politician, let that nigga be a top NBA player. He can't say that his ass is 6'6".
You paid
and no, I haven't, but he can't say he's 6'6", want to dunk.
You look the gooch.
I already said that. But let's not talk about my sex life here, because I don't want to. But anyways, niggas could be 6'6", want to dunk some shit. They want to be pegged, and they can't ask an average bitch to peg them because why y'all talk too fucking much. So they pay for silence. They pay for the freaky bitch who'll peg them that won't say nothing. That is just what it is. That is a common math. It's the same reason why Cat Stacks in the early 2000s was out here fucking everybody. Cat Stacks was getting paid for kinks, okay? Little do y'all know, kinks get you everywhere. Niggas like to be peed on. Niggas are disgusting. It's a lot of niggas that are so truly disgusting. And people literally will pay for it. They pay for your silence. They pay for your kinks. So, again, if there's a bitch who ain't the bad bitch in the crew, if she's hanging out, and something about, if you think you hang out with a 10 crew and then y'all talk about a girl who's 6 or 7, there's something about her that still gets her in y'all crew. Not saying what she do, not saying the things is. She fine, she average, and niggas still want to holler at her. Why? Because she'll do things that your pretty bitches don't do. And that's really simple.
That's facts.
No shade. Not my business. Your nigga want to be pegged. Not my business. You looking asses and gooches. Not my business. You let niggas spit in your mouth. Not my business. You having threesomes with that nigga, not the threesomes that y'all think, not the girl, boy, the boy, girl. Again, not my business. Anyway, so we really didn't have no show for y'all. We're calling this Recovering from Midnight because it's midnight.
In the midnight hour. Oh. Okay, so we're talking about some dumb shit. So we know Trump incited the insurgents, right?
Insurrection.
It sounds like
it's insurrection.
Excuse me. I thought it was insurgents.
It's insurrection, but go off. He did.
And now he's backpedaling because his bitch ass got impeached twice.
But what does impeaching mean? Because now I'm confused again because I remember Bill Clinton got impeached back when I was a kid for the Monica Lewinsky shit. And Trump got impeached earlier this year, maybe like 3 or 4 months ago, but he still was president. So what is the second impeachment
I'm
mean?
really not too sure, but I just know that it was funny as fuck that people on Twitter was talking shit and they say how much of a loser he was for being impeached. He's the first president in history to get impeached twice.
But I just don't understand impeachment per se.
No problem.
Like, how you get impeached but you still president? That's where I get confused. Can you, like, how... It just seems, is like impeachment like a written warning, like you get impeached?
So impeachment is a way to remove government officers from office in some countries. It happens when officials do not want to leave their job. It is like an indictment, something that a prosecutor needs to get before a trial. Someone is impeached when a legislature votes to do that. Okay, so let's Wikipedia that shit.
Oh, okay. Well, we're here. Somebody said impeachment is bullshit.
2 well-known heads of state who are impeached are removed from office were Brazilian blah 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 President blah Bill Clinton. Donald Trump was officially impeached 2 separate times by the House of Representatives, but none were removed from office.
No, but the Kendall, if he gets convicted, he can't do it. He's been impeached twice already. So, but they have to run it. I think the House approves it first, and then the Senate has to approve it. The House approved it the first time. The Senate didn't approve it the second time. So now we're back at the same spot. The House approved the second impeachment, but the Senate hasn't approved the second impeachment. If the Senate approves the second impeachment, then that's when he can't run again. That's when they take away his presidential pension. That's when they take away his Secret Service. So he's still got to go through another level, which is why I'm confused.
Well, we're not going to know until Biden becomes Biden presidentially. And if that, I don't know if that makes sense to people. I don't know.
Okay, so any thoughts on, honestly, I've been watching everybody get arrested. My white woman finally got arrested. Happy about that. It was a white woman, I think her name is Cynthia, down in Ohio. She got arrested. That's the white woman I've been waiting for. She had some tights on that said Trump. Checking for you, bitch. You're now arrested. But as far as the fact that y'all was going in there and y'all hit that man upside the head with that fire extinguisher and he died, that's really messed up.
That's fucking stupid.
What
is wrong with y'all people?
Like, it's certain things I don't hit people upside the head with. A fire extinguisher's one. Grey Goose and Hennessy bottles never break.
That? I mean, just like, who just thinks like, hey, I'm finna go into the Capitol and I'm finna fuck these niggas up and then I'm gonna fucking bust them over their head.
And then the issue too is voting is now public records. They made a point to update it. So it's a couple of people that have been arrested that was down to that Capitol cutting up that didn't even vote. Well, make sense.
And y'all are mad because what? The blacks voted more?
The niggers
voted more? Come Come on, man. Damn. What
You
the fuck time y'all living in?
You goddamn niggers. But, so.
That's trash, man. Y'all gotta stop the Latinos and the blacks. They doing too much, huh? The Indians, the Arabians, the Latinos, and the blacks. We fucking it up. Let's keep it going, y'all. Let's keep it going.
Oh, that's how you feel?
That's how the fuck I feel. Y'all done brought us here for no goddamn reason,
Indeed.
and now you're mad.
Indeed.
Now you're mad because
Indeed.
we overpopulating y'all.
Did.
We overpopulating y'all. Yeah, I want some of my Caucasian listeners to chime in that are Trumpers. I'm not, y'all can vote whoever the fuck you want to vote for. I don't really give a shit. But at the end of the day, you guys have to understand that y'all keep talking this, black, white, blah, blah, blah. My nigga, y'all brought us over here. Y'all colonized with us. We was chilling in Africa. That's what I don't understand. Do y'all not know history? Indians were here before y'all white people was here.
Native Americans.
Indians.
Native Americans.
My grandmother was Indian, so I can say that.
No, you cannot. Native Americans.
The Native Americans was here before everybody. So you mean to tell me y'all motherfucking asses colonized y'all shit. Y'all came over here with Christopher Columbus motherfucking ass, and y'all fucked up, and y'all was fighting wars and doing all this shit, taking over land.
They did bring syphilis.
Y'all doing all types of shit, bringing niggas over from Africa, talking about we got some shit popping off in a new country. Come on. And we jumping on the boat like, damn, we fucked up. What the fuck? Now y'all mad because now we can vote? Come on, man. Y'all gotta stop this shit. White people that are mad about shit, y'all gotta chill out because it's y'all's fault. It's y'all's grandparents' fault. It's y'all's goddamn fault. It's y'all gotta chill the fuck out.
Oh, the Ken doll lives in D.C.
Who?
The Ken doll.
Oh.
Say he lives in D.C.
Listen, and I'm not trying to make light of any situation. I'm not trying to make fun of any situation because I do think it's serious, and I think it's silly. I just don't understand like how people just really don't look at history and they don't look at their generation's history. Like I look at my grandparents and my great grandparents and like where they came from. The whites not look at their great grandparents? Do they not look at where the fuck they came from? Like, if we not look at U.S. history, do we not understand? Like, I don't understand. They don't. The Indians was here before everybody. Christopher Columbus did not come to this country and just magically appear and say, "Hey, this is what we." There's people here before us. That's facts. Facts. But, who am I? I'm just a little black girl that, whatever. But I say all that to say the whites were crazy this past week. I was watching Twitter, black Twitter, as a matter of fact, and I was watching the news, and I just thought that shit was wild as fuck, how y'all can be mad at some bullshit. Anyways.
So, I don't know I don't know Lucci's music. I think it's YFL or YFN Lucci.
NFL?
NFL is it?
I don't fucking know.
Okay. So I don't quite know Lucci's music. Maybe the young kids that follow can send me his popular song.
The most popular song.
But I do know Lucci's Wanted for Murder. And he just turned himself in. I know him as Regine's boyfriend. I know he has 4 kids, I believe, 4 or 5 kids. I know he's a bit older than her. He's wanted for murder. And he turned himself in.
No bond.
He didn't get no bond?
No bond.
Well, murder does that to you.
Murder charge will do that to you.
He didn't get no bond? Well, murder does that to you. I would assume murder Murder is okay.
Murder is
The case that they gave me. Hey, I love that song. I'm innocent. Hey, y'all niggas don't go out like Snoop went out. Snoop rapped that song, said I'm innocent, walked off stage and got arrested. Real niggas not doing that shit no more. That's why I can't get into hip hop.
But
That's why I can't get into hip hop no more. Real niggas don't get no power to perform.
But you know what? This nigga's case reminds me of the first 48 because I was looking at the Atlanta DA's office list of charges and how the prosecutors came to bring the case together. I'm like, damn. The fuck is this nigga doing? Why would he be entangled into this bullshit?
Well, I was a bit thrown off when I heard the 911 call. I'm not a murderer, but I watched enough First 48, Snap, Dateline 2020, For My Man, Fatal Attraction.
They gon' get your ass.
Not even that. To know that if I did kill somebody, I don't drive them and then throw them out on the street where other people are looking. Because what I do know is street cams come happen. You know what I mean? So I call the police, tell the police I just seen some random body get thrown out the goddamn car. The first thing the police is going to do is look at my address and then pull all the street cams, all the side cams, all the cams on the subway, all the cams at the Publix, all the cams at the Kroger's, all the goddamn cams. They pull cams at the it's cams in the stoplight. It's cams because somebody car had a camera. It's somebody who had their cell phone out on 54th Street. What I do know, there are cameras everywhere. So what I won't do is drop a fucking body in front of people because all they're going to do is pull the goddamn cams. So guess what? Now I'm on the phone. I don't know if it was a Navigator or an Escalade, but I know that bitch was black. You know what they're going to do? They're going to narrow down that goddamn street to all black trucks. You know also what they're going to do? They're going to narrow down that street to a certain time limit when black trucks is running through. You also know what they're going to do? They're going to narrow it down a little more from that phone call and narrow it down again with the time. So I'm no investigator.
The feds ain't nothing to play with,
I'm no investigator.
Just like they got them motherfucking insurgent asses.
That girl called. That girl said I was on 54th and 9th. He just took his last breath. It was a black car. And
they know exactly who was in the truck.
That quick. The fact that they even let it go on this long lets me know that they wouldn't got no boys first.
They were building.
They got no boys.
They were building.
They got the 2 boys first. Because you know
at the case.
At the end of the day,
because they know they were dealing with a popular.
They didn't even know at that point. They knew they was dealing with a murder case in Atlanta, and a body got thrown out on 54th and 9th. And they also knew that girl said it was a Navigator or an Escalade, and all they started doing was zooming the fuck in on a Navigator and Escalade. Do you know what happens on one of them cameras? Out of nowhere, because I watch that shit all the time. They'd be like, this Navigator was different from every other Navigator that was in the city. This had a light, and it sparked when it hit another light. You'd be like, what? And all of a sudden now your truck is identified. That truck was different because it had a slash in the back because somebody had keyed the car. Okay.
Listen, one thing I know, 2 things for sure. Them federales, they gonna get you.
Party done.
And especially
if
you claim it, because I want to say, I believe it's in Florida. And I could be wrong. I forget which state it is. But now rap lyrics can be used against you in the court of law.
They throwing that out, though.
No, not in certain states. So
Louisiana threw it out, though, I think.
Not, like I said, it could be in Florida. I forget what state it is. But I do know that in certain states that your rap lyrics are actually can be used against you because
that's how they got C Murder, though. And I think they throw. I think that's why they're trying to get C Murder out is because they threw that out.
I'm not too sure about Louisiana, but I know I really want to say it's in Florida because there was this
happened in Georgia. So,
I understand it happened in Georgia, but I'm saying that I don't know the statute of limitations and all of that stuff. But I do know that certain states do allow your rap lyrics to be entered as I don't want to say evidence because that's not the right terminology, but You niggas just gotta be careful. Y'all talking all that cap shit. Your ass is going to jail.
Fuck all that cap shit. I know when you throw a body in the middle of fucking nowhere, and when I mean nowhere, I mean in the middle of the goddamn street. Like, you niggas couldn't drive to Mississippi, Alabama. You niggas ain't had the time to go to one of the Carolinas. You niggas ain't had the time to go to Louisiana. Hell, everybody know if you really want to hide a body, take your ass down to South Florida.
You gotta feed him to an alligator.
Take your ass down to South Florida and take it to the goddamn bayou. If you want to do some real shit, you take that shit down to South Florida, where all the gators stay. You want to take that shit for real? You take that shit to the bayous down in Louisiana. You know what I mean?
You talking too much online.
I'm not talking too much online. I don't do no murders. So I don't give a fuck. But either way, everybody know. Everybody know that's what you do. That is literally all what the mafia do. That is literally what real drug lords do. That is literally what people do. They really be taking them shit down to some people's bayous. Okay? Simple math. Not my business. What I do know out of everything, though, is you do not take a body and just drop it in the middle of the street. I do know that for sure.
Well, he could have been a first-time killer. So
well, clearly. Because
we don't know.
Anybody who watched anything, though, you goddamn don't drop nobody.
He could have been a first-time killer, so that's what I'm
it's just a whole bunch of TV out now, so I don't even give you first-time killer vibes. Like, Snap the First 48 would have told you that. Everybody know how to poison people.
Niggas ain't listen. Niggas ain't watching that shit. Niggas is watching fucking Scarface. They're watching fucking
y'all crazy as hell.
They're watching
Claws. The TV show Claws let you know that you could have thrown a body in a goddamn gutter.
Them niggas ain't watching that shit. They're watching Casino. They're watching Scarface. They're watching
but
that
they be
bullshit.
Watching First 48. I'm just really confused how
they not even watching First 48. Because
well, the people I watch certain shows, so I don't know how the math don't be mathing.
Yeah, okay, so your people
the math
are not murdering people.
Yeah,
though.
The math it ain't mathing to me.
I mean, I don't know.
I will be confused. I just would not take a person I killed and drop them off in the street. That just doesn't make sense.
I mean, it doesn't make sense.
The math don't math. The murder don't murder that way. You get rid of the body. Put the body in the middle of Mississippi somewhere. Put that bitch in a cotton field. I don't know. That just seems normal to me. I don't know. You just want to murder somebody and put their ass on fucking Westheimer in the middle of the day? That's dumb.
Again, you have a whole bunch of dummies doing crash dummy shit.
And this is why y'all don't need this.
9 times out of 10, they're probably high off drugs.
And this is why y'all murderers don't need to murder.
And they're probably high off of drugs.
At the end of the day,
honestly, they're probably high off of fucking drugs.
Murderers don't need to murder. It's just an inconvenience at this point. You doing all that shit to catch a body for no reason.
It's too much
Life in
for
prison.
my man. It's too much shit out there to get y'all to understand how the system works.
It's too much just to kill somebody anyway. Just mind your business. Killing somebody is just so ridiculous. Y'all
like, what are you killing somebody for?
Y'all gonna learn one day that y'all can live in a city and not fuck with somebody. Y'all can go to a high school and not fuck with somebody. Y'all can be in college and not fuck with somebody. Y'all can be in close proximity of people and not fuck with them. You do not have to stop a nigga from breathing because you do not want to fuck with them. It's very simple. Even if they owe you money. Okay, they owe you money. Now you in jail for life. What sense did that just make? Murder is just some of the dumbest shit. Like, real life murder where y'all go take niggas out is just some of the dumbest shit ever. And y'all never get away with it. Like, and that's everybody. That's across the board. That's Snap. That's For My Man. That's Dateline. That's 2020. That's everybody. Y'all never get away with that shit. And when you think you're getting away with that shit, guess what happens? The feds come knocking on your door 12 years later talking about some new shit. I can't do it. I can't live. I don't know how y'all live like that. That is the craziest shit to me. But that's just me. I couldn't listen. Just me, though. But, shout out to the women who had to see that because they called the police immediately. I'm sorry y'all had to see something that gory. That's real fucked up. I never want to see no bullshit like that. And, because that 911 call was horrific. And, that's real. It's unfortunate. I don't technically know the real issue behind whatever happened that happened for the murder, but I can tell you it's senseless. I have a feeling that once it all comes out, it's all stupid as hell. And that's that on life in prison. No parole. And I ain't with it. That's it. Oh, wait. Letoya Luckett and her husband, Tomicus, is getting a divorce.
You know, I watched... so I saw all this stuff on social media, and I didn't know who the fuck she married prior to this. But when I went on YouTube and I looked at their videos on, because they're apparently on T.I. and Tiny's Family Hustle, I thought, wow, how dangerously toxic he is. Or just that dynamic together was, and I don't want to say it was all one-sided or it was her side, his side, whatever. I just think them together was not a good match. And it made me very uncomfortable because I dated a guy with that type of personality. And it kind of made me it didn't make me revert back, but it just kind of gave me those feelings of like, what the fuck is this nigga? I was just so angry and confused because I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga? Like, I'm trying to explain to him how I feel, and he keeps like bringing it back to trying to gaslight me. They were just wrong. And unfortunately, you know, I think the death of his mother really affected him in such a negative way. He didn't know how to maybe express how he was feeling, or just, I mean, a death of a really close loved one is hard enough. But to be in a situation where I don't know how it is to be a man. I can only imagine not being able to show my emotions. I couldn't imagine not being able to do that, to be vulnerable, or to just allow myself just to be in, I don't know, but I just felt like there was a lot of toxicity within that group, that marriage. And I watched a clip of them in counseling, and he was very, 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 very almost like chastising her, and just very aggressive and very ugly towards her. And I don't know, I just it was very ugly. And I'm glad she's divorcing him, because I feel like she deserves better. I think any woman deserves better than a man like that.
He was full of shit anyway. I thought he was full of shit when they first started dating. He told the story about like not knowing she was a part of Destiny's Child, but then double backing and saying that she was his favorite group member, but 2 days ago you didn't even know I was in Destiny's Child, but now I'm your favorite group member from Destiny's Child in the 90s. And that nigga's from Dallas, Texas. I know he knows who the fuck Destiny's Child was, because Destiny's Child was very huge, especially when Bills and Bugaboo came out, especially when that group fell the fuck apart. So him saying he didn't know who Letoya was stupid as hell. But then double backing and say he did know who Letoya was stupid as hell to me. And also, I hate John Gray, and I think he's a terrible preacher and prophet. When John Gray said he was the Friends, and he was coming as their counselor, I said, this was... He came with a thumbs up and was like, that's the one for you. I feel it in my spirit. John Gray feel everybody in his fucking spirit because he fucking everybody. So John Gray's a terrible ass motherfucker to listen to. I hate that nigga. But so that was two things. The third thing was how he tried to bring his baby on the second date and had him down to Disneyland. The fourth thing was when they actually got married, and he was supposed to take his baby was supposed to go to his parents, but he was like, no, let's bring the baby on a honeymoon night. That nigga been full of fucking shit. She been better than that nigga. She was prettier than that nigga, more successful than that nigga. It got real weird when that nigga was the goddamn manager at a goddamn FedEx, and he wanted to be the manager of her music career. And I hate when people do that. Like, stay in your lane. If you work at FedEx and you doing a good job, you stay at FedEx and you do your good job. But what you don't do is be a manager at FedEx and then tell me you know about the music industry. Everybody know the music industry is a terrible place. Everybody know the music industry is a different type of environment. Your ass being the floor manager at Walmart does not equate to being the manager of her goddamn career, her musical entertainment career. That is two different things. What also pissed me off about that nigga is they had a joint page called Letoya and Tommy or whatever the fuck that was called. They were like, it was like a joint page right after the show started. So they did a joint page together. Apparently that page got verified. They never verified him by himself. So what he did was take over that page. So he deleted the fact that that was the couple page and made it his personal page because it was verified and it had a lot of followers. That's weird shit to me. I don't give a fuck. That is all weird. She was better than that nigga looks-wise. She was better than that nigga financially-wise. She was better than that nigga social-wise. She was just better than that nigga in general. And I'm happy. I know everybody gets to a certain age. I'm hitting that age where I probably, not that I would settle, but like, I'm in a space where I don't even know if I want kids. But if I really wanted kids, I think I would be panicking more. I'm turning 35 this year. These ovaries are clanking. I need to get my life together. I'm not that pressed to have kids though. I think a lot of women get to a certain age where they want kids so bad that they start marrying niggas who they think can get them kids, but they be in these terrible ass marriages and now they got the kid. It happened to Letoya, it happened to Rudy Huxtable, and it's a whole bunch of people that just be having babies. The relationship don't work out like a year later and now they single but they got their babies. You know, she got beautiful kids. Hopefully she can find a nigga that's up to her level, mentally, financially, looks-wise. Because she ain't gonna convince me that sex was good. That ain't gonna even look like he got no good dick. And, you know.
It's too emotional. Like, when I was looking at some of them episodes, I'm like, damn, nigga. Like, you get on my fucking nerves just off of GP. Like, what are you arguing about?
No, and I don't, and this is the thing. I watch a lot of TV. I'm not keen. I don't sit through Real Housewives of Atlanta or Potomac. I don't sit through a lot of reality shows. The most reality show I sit through was the Braxtons, but even the last 2 or 3 seasons of the Braxton, I just skipped to Tony parts. I watch a lot of the clips of the reality shows online. What I've realized through him, I seen this clip of him just telling her randomly while they were in the car, like, I'm going to Dallas for the weekend, and she didn't know.
Yes.
I'm not a person where I think you can tell.
And he said, so when he got out the car, he said, I'm going to holler at you.
I'm not a person... I don't need your every step in your itinerary if we're together. But when you're doing things like going out of town, I think there should be a conversation. Not that you're asking me. Not that you're asking me to go out of town, but you can be like, hey, on the second and the third.
Include me.
Hey, Eb, on the second and the third, I'm going to be in, Washington. I'm be like, all right, cool. Just let me know on the second and third. And I mean, not let me know when I'm in the car and we supposed to be going to fucking Chick-fil-A. Why am I in the Chick-fil-A line talking about I want a spicy chicken sandwich deluxe with macaroni cheese, no fries, and a goddamn lemonade, and you like, oh, by the way, my flight leaving 3 hours. Can you take me to the airport? No, bitch, I can't take you to the airport because who the fuck you talking to? See, that's how I go. So she was really nice to still take him to the airport. And the fact that he really got out the car like she was the Uber would have had me tackling that nigga at the airport. Now I'm going to jail at the Atlanta airport because I done tackled you. Don't play in my face like that. And that's how I knew. And she was too better for him. Like, she was way better. She's still better. And then the fact that she announced that divorce so nicely and with this heartfelt message, and he doubled back, I didn't want no divorce and, marriage. God still at will. And then his next message was like,
I didn't cheat on my wife.
No, it was for the family and friends that said they didn't like him anyway. I ain't like your stinky ass either.
No, he said I didn't cheat on my wife.
That was it. I think that might have been at the end of that statement. But no, she was too good for him anyway. She got 2 beautiful kids, so hopefully she can find the love of her life for real. Because when he said he didn't know who Destiny's Child was, he didn't know her from Destiny's Child and doubled back and said she was his favorite. That let me know that nigga was full of shit. So here we are.
Amen.
I have nothing else for that. But y'all got a show and barely. And we're here.
Hey, not barely.
I mean barely because I was about to go to sleep.
Girl, you got lights. You got the...
I mean barely meaning barely, yeah. Because I could have went to sleep after I ate my wings. But we're here. We hope all is well. Shout out to mental health and life and shit. And do your prayers in the morning. Get your life. What?
Blessings to everybody. Blessings to everybody in my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for coming to my YouTube channel. Y'all, I've been listening to these people that do tarot readings, and I love their intros. They're like, hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Subscribe at the bottom. I'm here, pick a card. This is your something reading. I love that shit. Okay. All right. So that's that. Any tarot readers in here, holla at me, because I really want to talk to you guys, because I really am super interested in you tarot readers. But anyways, like I said, subscribe, like, hit the bottom button. We wanna make sure that you guys get every episode and blah blah blah. Thanks for
All right,
listening.
so see y'all later. Have a good night. Bye.